welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So I started off by using the Imagic 12 color flash palette or something, mixing the red and the salmon peach shade with a little bit of yellow, creating this type of orange shade. And I'm just filling in my brow with this cream paint, trying to make it as opaque as possible. And this cream paint is really nice to work with. It's really creamy. So yeah, I'm just filling in the whole brow. And then I go in with the black from the same palette. And I start off by filling in the end or the tail of my brow, because I want this kind of ombre effect from orange to black. So that's what I'm doing. Just trying to make it as nice transition as possible. And I'm just brushing through it to make sure that it's nicely and blended. And then I go in with a Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair, if it wants to show you. Yes, in the shade Fair. And I'm just placing that on my lid. And I'm using this to prime my lid and also to clean up the brow where I have where some of the paint is not inside the lines and all that stuff. So yeah, just blending it out with a beauty blender. Then I go in with this white shade just to set my lid, so the other eyeshadows will blend nicely. And the first shade I go in with is this orange shade from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, and I'm using this as a transition shade just to start it all off with, and to make it easier to blend and to get like a seamless blend as well. So that's what I'm doing. And then I go in with this Coastal Sands Dark Mango color. It's a little bit more orange, or a little bit darker than the other one. So I'm just doing the same thing and just keeping it a little bit lower than the other shade and just trying to make it more intense. Then I go over and I'm just blending out the edges, making sure that everything is blended and nice. So that's my trick, is just to keep going over with the previous brush or a clean brush. Then I go in with the Maybelline gel liner in black. And I'm just placing that on my lid. Not taking it up too far at the beginning. When I have a lot of product on my brush, so I'm not taking it as far up. Like so. Then I go in after I clean off my brush, so it's not so much product on it anymore, and then I'm just trying to blend out the edges from where the gel liner is and where the eyeshadow is. Then I go in with this black shade from the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm just buffing out the edges, trying to make like a seamless blend between the gel and the eyeshadow. So yeah, this takes some time and just have to blend. And I lost some of the footage, but I put some gel liner on my eye, on my waterline as well, and I just blended a little bit more. So yeah. Then I go in with the Maybelline Master Ink liner in white, and I start to create the small skulls on my eyelid as my liner. It wasn't so easy to film this, so I'm sorry that you didn't see the first 3 skulls, but yeah, you get the point of what I'm doing. So yeah, just making these small skulls, and then you can go and clean up with some black gel liner if you make a mess. So yeah, just creating a few of these, and also try to make it, as you go out to the wing, just try to make them smaller, so it's more like the normal wing, you know. You don't usually have it like a big bold wing at the end, you know. It gets more skinny at the end. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with the skulls as well. So when I'm happy with the skulls, I go in with the same gel paint on this small dotting tool, and I'm just making the eyes of the skull. 2 eyes on each skull. So yeah, just fill that in. I also made like 2 lines on each skull where the teeth is, but I don't know what happened to the footage, but it's not on my computer. But yeah, just make 2 lines for the teeth as well. And then I go in with the first shade from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, just blending that underneath my eye, using this as a transition shade for the other one that I'm gonna use soon. Then I go in with the same dark mango shade from Coastal Sands on a smaller brush. I'm taking that closer to the lash line. And I go in with the black shade. So I'm just doing the same as I did on top of my eye. Now I go in with the black shade, using this flat brush to get it more precisely and closer to the lash line and not so blown out. And then you just blend it all together and it will look nice. And then I go in with the Paradise Extatic Mascara from Loreal. Just taking that on my top and bottom lashes to finish it off. And lastly, I go in with this Atomic Apricot shade, kind of sparkly shade from, or shimmery shade from Coastal Sands, just to highlight in a way. So this is the finished look. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know. Leave a comment and please thumbs it up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. You know what to do, just click that red button. So yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!